let me know when it's up and then I'll...
Yeah, it's up now.
welcome everybody. So I do know there's been a few issues with Tonight your casting will be done by myself and Tenchu, Tiaan, Tenchu, Fourie.
Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. A quick question before we begin.
We're already live, buddy.
I mean before the game begins.
Yes.
Your streaming, is it on windowed full screen or just full screen?
You can always have it full screen window.
Okay.
Might as well make it full screen.
No, you won't be able to switch between your stream tabs in the game.
Yeah, that's correct. I hope that answers your question. I'll probably have to mute my mic every time I have a vape.
Most likely, or just set your sensitivity down a little bit. I've noticed something though, I'm also in full screen windowed and my FPS dropped from 340 to 150, so it seems normal.
Yeah, mine dropped from about 290 to between 220 to 20. Just waiting for all the players to ready up so that we can start the knife round.
Why does it say I need a ready up?
Because we are playing match spectating.
Alright.
Okay, knife round will be live.
Counter-terrorists win.
A charity cup event between Bravado, Finesse and Ladon Academy. Let's have a look at this knife fight.
It's like a Mexican standoff.
Correct.
Some jabs in the air, some taunting, but that's about it.
Oh, we got a little bit of a hit off there. Light got a hit on Putrid. Logic a bit hesitant to engage. Salty just standing still.
Keeping their eyes straight on the targets.
Ooh, the quick initiation.
Counter-terrorists win.
Wait, real question is, are they going to vote to veto or are they going to pick sides? And they choose sides first. They're letting Ladon do the veto system. So, Ladon have chosen to ban train. What do you think their next pick will be from the Bravado side?
Well, I think one of them would... Thinking about what I've seen the teams play, I think we'll definitely see Vertigo go out, but I'll definitely see a Dust in this.
Oh, they did, yeah, and you were right, they banned Vertigo. First map of the night will be Overpass.
Interesting choice.
Correct.
Always could have a good overpass.
And you were right, Overpass and Dust. Let's see what the next ban will be.
I think a Mirage. Ah, good call.
Ooh, very good call.
Definitely Inferno as a third map, I think.
It'll be either an Inferno or a Nuke.
I think Inferno, but a nuke could be interesting too.
Ooh,
Oh, it's a nuke.
It is. So the maps will go Overpass. Then, ooh, mistake. So then it will be an Inferno. So it goes Overpass, Dust to Inferno.
Let's hope we see that third map.
Correct. I think it'll be a very interesting game tonight. By the sound of things, they're using the in-game voting system to change the map.
Yeah, I hear this, and indeed they did. Interesting.
So now comes the real question. Do you think that Bravado will choose T or CT to start off the match?
I think they'll start on a T side. I
They
would.
started CT.
Oh, CT. Interesting.
Okay, we must make sure we join the spectators. Don't want to interfere with this game.
Oh, definitely not.
Let's get an aerial view. Watch mid.
Besides, I could never verse any of these players.
As well. This is very intense, very high-end gaming.
And they are calling a cancel vote. Interesting.
Just to stop the match start. So to everybody else that doesn't know us, everybody that's joined it, I am Nicolas the Fuck. I'm joined by
How's everyone doing tonight? I hope everyone's doing well. Definitely going to be an interesting game tonight.
nice deep from light. Makes it safely into Guardian. So the ready up is just pending level 1. Move, SM, J, and cast. Oh, sent.
Sent. Definitely going to be an interesting game, judging from of these the shots that we're seeing. They're really on target, on par.
Yeah.
Seeing some very beautiful knives.
Correct. Mr.
Knife.
Dante, why is his voice so soft? Not understanding the question.
That would be you.
Oh,
Your voice is very soft.
let's turn the game volume down a little bit. Hopefully you guys will be able to see. Well, not see. Hear me better now? Is it sounding better on your side, Tiaan?
Have to wait about 2 minutes. It's still sounding the same through the Discord, but I'll see on the stream.
So LDB is correct. It is on our it is on our Discord. It is on our YouTube, and there is a 2-minute delay between rounds.
There's definitely a needed 2-minute delay.
Oh, there's that FPS drop again, down to 20. Okay, so I've noticed that when I'm alt-tabbed out of the game is when the FPS drops. So I'll keep it in the game. I'll see if I can make some people happier, make it a full screen, and I'll leave it up to Tenchu, Tiaan, Fourie to do the interaction on the stream.
Channel. Alright, I will do that. I don't need my FPS that much.
Correct. So I hope that makes everybody a little bit more pleased. Fix the issue.
Interesting question from Andre there. Nick is asking, so not able to set the resolution to 1.
Unfortunately not. Screen doesn't handle it.
Counter-terrorists win.
So, Bravado has decided to take CT. Match will be beginning in 5. Let's pull up the aerial view here and see who plays where. I'm thinking it's going to be quite an interesting pistol round.
No, it looks like a 3B and a 2A from Bravado.
Correct. Always got to stack B on the first round, make sure that you prevent any rush. Let's move that up. Let's get a heaven view on B. Oh, we got it. Looks like the Bravado's going to go push short. Nobody
Short and long.
Correct. Bravado holding the door. Oh, we got a tap.
Some good headshots flying off there.
Correct. So it's been straight away after 30 seconds into the round, it's been reduced from a 5-5 to a 4v2.
And a
Bravado.
very quick rotate from Ladon onto A.
Correct.
Very good call there.
Let's have a look. Salty watching bathrooms. We got Loverboy Murphy watching dumpster. Logic watching bank.
Good angle on the bank.
Correct. Very good angles.
Oh.
Very good option plant positions. Star
good
tends to take
headshot
the
there.
kill. Oh, both of them are pushing together. Casey gets the nice one tap.
Oh, another nice one tap from Casey.
Correct. Salty Beast left
Logic.
alone. Fake and then a hold. Oh, looking after his teammate.
Very good play from Bravado.
Filthy, unfortunately, the adjusting is set to full screen on the stream. I know that the black bars are irritating. I do apologize. Got Casey mulling off short. Looks like Ladon is doing a 2 lows 3 by fountain / playground. One going party.
Bravado's also already called up for the rotate, which is quite a good rotate.
Correct. Very early call on the rotate. Everyone playing very slow, very quiet, playing together. Okay, let's do what Filthy
really nice
recommends. Sorry for the conveniences on the stream. Let's try it on 4x3. Or let's do 16x9, 19, 20.
Hold by SM, but
Not at
unfortunately it's back towards long.
12, 80 by 10, 24. Let's apply those changes. Let's see if it helps the stream. Oh, made the stream a hell of a lot worse. That is unfortunate. Let's put it back. Hopefully that'll fix it. Oh,
Bravado has heard the rotate to be from Ladon as Ladon moves up.
correct. Got star sitting.
He's taking both down. Two
Very well
good
played by
shots.
Casey.
Two very beautiful shots there. Okay, and if you look at this, Ladon committing to a full buy and just a bunch of bombers on the Bravado team.
Oh, game's gonna restart.
Also
So yeah.
FPS drops from SM,
Well, not necessarily from SM, it could be from anyone.
one of the members, yeah.
Correct. So Filthy, we did attempt the 4x3 stretch. Unfortunately, it didn't work. So let's try the 1600. We'll do it 16x9. Let's see if that makes any difference whilst it's a pause. Oh. Unfortunately not. See if this helps. Play with the resolutions just to get the audience happy.
Interesting question from Ice there. What apps are you using for stream? I believe you're using OBS
Streamlabs OBS,
for
yes.
Streamlabs, yes.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to keep it on 1680 by 1050. do apologize for the black bars. Okay, match is coming to an unpause.
And we see a bit of a different buy from Bravado this time.
Yeah.
M4 with, you know, MP9 and some FAMAS, 3 FAMASes, good util, and full armor with 3 kits. Ladon also very good util. Casey and Spybot in quite a predicament here. It's a very tight hold on both of them.
Correct. It looks like they're setting up for an execute on B.
Good headshot from Spybot onto Casey.
Correct. Star doing the rush, and unfortunately it didn't work so well. Oh, we got a very well played there from Lighters. Unfortunately, Logic gets the trade. Got 4 of them on B now. CJ gets taken out of water. They got a 1v4 situation sitting from, and Asim gets taken down.
Yeah, unfortunately in a situation like that with so many people, it's a bit difficult to check every single corner and every single angle. You have to kind of defend to where is your strongest point. Don't you agree with that, Nick?
Yeah, that would be so. Unfortunately, I'm going to give a bit of an issue on the stream here for a second. Change it to full screen window. Let's just help it out here. Looks like the screen capture doesn't allow.
Ooh, some nice picks on lowers. And a team kill, I believe.
Got Salty beat nading short. Got Ladon pushing up towards A from mid. Salty drawing attention towards B. Spybot is checking the site. Picked one up on offense. Trying to get the tap.
Very difficult here against, you know, the 4 players.
Correct.
Yeah.
Very well, very well done on the trade there. Casey gets the pick on Spybot.
Quite low, but getting a nice pick on the start there.
Terrorists win.
A nice
well
attempt
played.
from SM to try and save that AK. I don't know if you saw that on your side, Nick.
Unfortunately not.
A run onto side and trying to save that AK for their team. You know, the economy is doing a bit bad. Not the best economy right now. Towards me, there's a nice boost over to the short. They actually got a kill with it.
Okay, it looks like we fixed the issues with the stream. The only problem with stretching it like that, we've cut off things on the stream.
What are we cutting off of the stream?
Bit of the right hand side is cut off. Let's see if we can change it on the stream now.
Terrorists win.
Very good B initiated from the play side. They played it really cool, really well.
Yeah, unfortunately, setting it to stretch the screen doesn't work. Apologies, everybody. Gonna keep it going as it is.
So we'll see. Interesting. It's gonna be good. We'll see the open towards the mid. It's also quite good.
Oh, we got Logic peeking a party. Obviously, we can see the minimap. We don't see anybody sitting there. Seems to be holding a very passive angle.
And you notice on B again, they're attempting the boost towards water again with the AWP this time.
Correct.
Check that, it's quite interesting.
Yeah, it's a 3-stack B.
Yeah.
Got 2 playing mid. Got it. SM gets taken down mid. CJ smokes it off.
I don't think they realize that CJ is also as close as this.
Possibly not. But it looks like a full A execute from Ladon. Putrid mulling off lows. Getting the util lineup ready.
Interesting, I saw on one of the pro games that they actually graffitied onto that to get the lineup.
Putrid not knowing that there was somebody close up. Casey getting a pick and getting taken down unfortunately. Lights is trying his best to get closer to get a pick.
Holding off the side quite well, and you'll actually see Ladon rotating back to B.
Correct. Very low HP on Ladon. 5 and 15. Logic the only one with a good health ratio. Swapping AWP and AK. AWP, Putrid takes on Casey in heaven.
And
Lighters for the rotates. Is he going to save it or is he going to try and clutch it?
I believe he'll try and save that he has an AWP. The economy is quite low. It would be the wisest thing to do in this situation.
Definitely.
And I don't believe Ladon would push them. Ladon playing really well, not going for the kill tool. You often see teams hunting right after the bomb plant, which is... Ladon will take that round with the bomb plant. Seems like Lighters is keeping the AWP on this round, and you just see a bunch of pistols around that AWP. Another full wipe from Ladon. The economy is doing well.
So, for those of you spectating, I'll do my best to fix the stream and see if I can fill it up during the intermission, but for the rest of this match, unfortunately, you'll have to just deal with the black bars. Oh, we've got a very interesting push out there from Putrid to get a good pick. Very nice flash onto site. Aggressive. Takes down Star in water. Casey not aware of it. Casey
Very late rotate.
killed from behind. Very late rotate, but it could have been a take, so
Not a bad.
correct. So it's a
Ladon using all
2v4
the
situation.
util to keep these Bravado players at bay.
Correct. Ladon pulling a very, very good T side.
Very nice holds on that. You'll see one's watching lowers in water, the one's got heaven, one's got the graffiti.
CJ pushing out from very deep. Almost gets a pick there. CJ having a snapping fight. CJ almost taking down. They're both very low in HP. 33 versus 10.
Light is opting for the save again.
Correct.
A good choice.
Ladon exiting through monster towards T-spawn. And Spybot is going lowest. Might not make it with the low HP.
That's really unfortunate. But they do have the economy to play with it.
So from this view we're going to be doing a spectate on Salty Beast, seeing how the push goes out.
Looks like an own team nade hit them. Loverboy being very low. So we have a lot of players still on long, and then we've got 3 people actually pushing up in the short.
Great,
short
it looks
areas.
like Ladon is doing a full-on mid-push. Salty slowly going along, seeing if he can get somebody on the rotate or if he can get a pick.
Spybot are following him. Good call. SM
Yeah.
playing a very close angle.
Doing
This
a
is gonna
good
be
buddy
very
system. They're going to boost onto pot plants, it looks like it. Bravado not aware. They were aware. Tag. Fortunately for them, Spybotica gets a double tap on them, clearing the side. Star gets the rotate, and then gets taken down by Loverboy Murphy. Casey already waiting on B in water for the rotate, calling for backup from Lighters. Let's see how this will play out. Fortunately, Casey gets a pick, he gets traded, Lighters gets a pick, gets another pick. Now it's a 1v1 situation. And Lighters takes the
well
round.
played by Lighters. Really good shots there.
Those were very good shots.
Don't know if you were watching it from his angle, but
Unfortunately, I was watching it from an aerial view. I wasn't able to see those beautiful shots that you are talking about.
Light is playing a very aggressive angle towards long.
That is correct. But luckily for him, there's nobody there. Looks like he's already doing an early rotate. Checking his corners, very good play. Changing it off to CJ. CJ staying long. SM holding a nice close angle on Monster. Smoking
nice
it
little
off.
XM there.
Putrid holding the uppers of lows. There's 3 of them lows. 1 water. Oh, sorry. Apologies. Not water. Outside Monster. And we got 1 sitting near spawn. Waiting for the
Star
rotate.
taking on Lover, dropping the bomb into back bomb and back monster side.
Correct. Logic looking to see if anyone from CT is going to peek it. In the event somebody does, they might get walked off. Star peeking it. Let's hope he doesn't peek it and get taken out. Oh, very nice molly from Logic. Star getting a double kill. Coming in from behind, getting the pick, getting bombed down. And now a 5v1 situation. Putrid water gets a pick on Star. SM gets the shot off on Putrid in water. Bravado take the round.
Very good rotate from Bravado. They're very good info.
Yeah, they've started to analyze the team play and rotate accordingly.
I think if Lighters didn't push as far out as as he did, that would have ended a bit different.
Correct.
With the info that they got there, it's really good play.
That is correct. We got a very aggressive play from Bravado on long. CJ covering Lighters, flashing behind him. Or her, not sure.
You never know.
CJ flashed off, rotating back. Ooh, Spybotica getting the kill off. CJ getting the trade.
Almost getting CJ as well.
Correct. CJ very low on HP here, rotating back to side, flashing off mid. We've got SM holding short from water, rotating towards toxic, watching short.
You still see Salty there in the water area towards B.
Correct. Probably waiting for an early rotate. We got Putrid and Loverboy Murphy. Oh, yeah, Putrid and Loverboy Murphy pushing off long. Util out. Got an orb watching from bank.
Just misses that little jump.
Salty makes his ways on B. SM takes him down. Looks like Putrid and Loverboy are going to be executing B.
Very nice hold here from Bravado on that B side as well.
Correct. Very good teamwork. You can see KC watching short, SM using the util on short but watching Monster. CJ sitting bank.
I think Ladon will choose to save in this scenario.
Oh, definitely. There's 6 seconds left of the round.
And a 4v2 is not always the easiest. You don't know whether there's one or 4 people on that side.
Correct. Okay, here we go.
I mean, you could get lucky. You could push aside and you'd be lucky. There's one person, and you know you can hold the rotate. But you can also get really unlucky.
Correct. Got SM going for an aggressive monster peek. Oh, got all 5 of them watching monster, pushing out monster quite aggressively, flashed off, very good util usage from Bravado. A lot of util usage from Bravado. Spybotica gets a kill on Star. Logic with a pistol, Lover Boy with a pistol. Spybotica is taken down by CJ. Casey takes down one. Salty gets the trade. Putrid planting, CJ gets Salty, and Putrid takes the kill on CJ.
Terrorists win.
Putrid taking out lighters as well.
Correct, very good eco round for Ladon Esports there. Very good push, very good teamwork. Looks like Bravado's economy is quite low. They're going to have to do an eco, but it looks like they're doing a force.
Full force, yeah. Yeah, they're forced fully. Only one kid on Bravado. That puts them in quite a bit of danger, especially with the remake.
Correct. Star does have 400 bucks, but he obviously needs it for future reference. Looks like Ladon's going to be doing another B. Bravado doing a very aggressive play now. On Spy, Logic getting a trade on all 3 that are pushing through lows. SM getting a kill on Putrid. Star getting Loverboy. Loverboy. Salty getting the trade on Star. And SM getting taken out by Logic. Very low HP. Very unfortunate. Looks like they're going to have to do a full-on eco this round. Can't afford to do any buys.
I wonder if we'll see a rush mid eco. It's very rare that you see that in these type of games. It's just in the normal matchmaking where you'll see a whole team run there.
Correct.
They're doing a 4-stack B that's gonna...
Yeah, they're doing a very aggressive B, but it looks like Ladon is taking an A push, an A approach. We've got one Bravado teammate sitting towards A side. Very aggressive push mid from Ladon.
Bravado pushed... Star from Bravado pushed here into the monster area already, and...
Correct, he's outside monsters empty. He's pushing through T-spawn. Correct, good rotate. Star's obviously communicating with his team that he can't find anyone this side of the world.
But Ladon looking like they're rotating back.
Correct, Ladon looks like either they're a bit hesitant or this was their plan all along. Looks like they're going to be taking a slow rotate down low. Salty makes it a rush. And they do a full rush out onto B. They're in water now, using util on B side. And they're going to do a full push, 4-man, 3-man push from short. 4th person coming, one coming from lows. Casey calling for the boost from CJ. CJ get taken down by Putrid.
Good attempt from Bravado there.
Yeah, it's a very good attempt.
Well, now we'll at least see a full buy from Bravado again.
Correct.
No kits on Bravado, and CJ having no head on.
The real question is that a good buy? Because it is the second last round. If they do end up unfortunate enough losing this round, their economy is going to be very low for the last round of the first half.
They're on a full loss bonus, but they will only be able to afford SMGs.
Yeah, and very minimal util. Logic getting the pick off on lighters from long. We've got 2 Bravado members on B, 1 pushing up lower slowly. Bomb is now going through bathrooms. Gets the pick off on Star. Murphy mollying behind. Ladon have got A side. We've got SM slowly rotating, not getting the pick unfortunately, but doing a lot of damage. And it looks like they've decided to save. SM saving.
Casey as well. Maybe they'll play for some exits just to take some of the economy away from Ladon.
It's very likely, but Ladon has got a very good eco at the moment, so even if they do get picked off with the win bonus for the round, they will get a decent buy next round for last round of first half.
They only have 2 players that are low, and those players won't play aggressive. They'll play more back. Well, you'll see Putrid going lowest, which is quite interesting. They are hunting to get these guns away. Taking these guns away could mean quite a big difference.
Terrorists win.
And halfway through the game. Last round for this half. Seeing SM buying up that XM again and taking it lowers.
Very interesting buy. One of Finesse full buy, 2 with the M4 from the previous save round. Looks like they got bombed down in playground. Light is not holding bomb. Checking his angles. Throwing a smoke off.
Very good round for Bravado so far, taking out 3 of the players and Spybot being extremely low.
Okay, he's going to slowly push up from lows. 3v2 situation. And it's now a 3v1 situation, last round of first half. Last one is Fountain from there, and Lighters and Star take the kill together. Very good half from both teams. Ladon taking it 9 rounds to 6. Three and a half time. Just going to do a quick change on the stream. Let's see if we can help with some stuff here. A lot of people complaining about the mic being a bit soft. Bravado doing a 4-man towards playground, 1 person going lowers towards monster, towards B.
Sometimes we still get confused with, especially on a stream, different while doing the game.
Correct, very different when you're in game. It was a very interesting start from Ladon, 4 people sitting on B there. Got a quick rotate off onto A. Bravado deciding to do a lowers push. Looks like correct, a lot of util onto B, a full on team rush, Putrid trying to get the pick. Putrid getting a kill on Bravado, Star, and Lighters getting Loverboy Murphy. Logic taking down Lighters, CJ last alive on site, and he gets taken down by Logic. I must just say that if the team decides to watch this afterwards and you are female and I call you a he or a him, I do apologize.
Full MP9 stack, those are really lethal guns.
Yeah, they're very good for a buy on a
They have quite
first
a bit of
round
range
win.
on them as well. They have a bit more range than what the Mac 10 does in my mind.
Yeah, if you shoot them in short bursts, very good. Very aggressive push from Ladon onto water. Got 2 Bravado members coming through monster. And unfortunately, it looks like CJ tags Lighters and Putrid gets them both. Spybodica still watching your lowers. KC checking water from lowers. Spybodica is smoking it off. SM is pushing through middle. Star is already upper bathrooms, close towards A site.
Interesting boost here from Ladon, watching that bathroom very tightly.
Yeah, Logic and Loverboy doing a good mid watch whilst Salty watches there behind.
Very powerful A hold there. And the trigger control.
Tenchu, it looks like you seem to be coming through a bit soft on the stream.
I'll increase my volume.
Ooh, no. You're coming through desktop sound and I've turned desktop sound down. Should be a little bit better now. What I can do is see if I can just reduce the game sound a little bit. Not too much. Make it on a 60%. That might help with the stream.
See Bravado playing quite aggressive here towards the long.
Oh, correct. Looks like they're trying to flash. Unfortunately, it doesn't get Salty Beast, but they do get the kill on him. Sparbotico watching a very aggressive water. Hearing noise from lows, but noticing it's a teammate. Casey did do a couple of shots there. Sparbotico getting taken down by Casey by peeking through door. Loverboy Murphy throwing a nade. Casey taking Loverboy Murphy down. It was now a 5v1 situation.
A side is completely clear.
Correct. Bravado have got a complete A site. They're just waiting for bomb to come through. Casey still watching the lows. Peeking out into short pipe. Running up. Closing the door.
Very unfortunate spray there from Putrid, giving his position towards KC.
Oh, very nice one dig from Putrid onto Star. Got a timeout from Ladon.
That will damage the economy quite a bit for the T side.
Yeah, if we have a look here at Ladon, it looks like we got a very good gameplay from Sparbotica, 22 for 11. We've got Putrid with 18 for 9. We then got Logic with 14 for 8. We then got Loverboy 5 for 9 and Salty with 5 for 11. If we look at the Bravado side, we've got in the lead Lighters 16 for 12. Then we're tied for second place Casey and Star. Wow, I don't even know if it's a star, it could be a dash. And third place we got CJ, fourth place SM. Got a full Deagle bar from the CT side here, full AK bar from the Bravado side, flash mid from SM, very aggressive push towards
Logic
long.
and Loverboy having quite an interesting stack there, but falling off. They were there towards bathroom, stacking over that,
Guardian.
you know, the little Guardian wall.
Yeah. In these types of games you do tend to see that type of teamwork. Got a flash into long, Casey pushing into long, SM supporting, and they're retracting it. Star pushing through bathrooms towards middle. SM doing the boost, unfortunately not landing it.
Not the easiest of jumps to make.
Yeah, it takes a little bit of practice. Got Salty Beast, oh, peeking out, getting, trying to get a shot off. Gets taken down by SM. Loverboy peeking, correct. CJ getting shot at. Loverboy getting a 1 dig on SM. Star pushing out, taking Loverboy down. Logic getting the trade. Logic getting
Logic
another
getting
shot
a
on
nice
Lighters. On A, it looks like we've got Casey versus Logic and Putrid. Getting Logic down.
Two nice headshots there.
Correct. So it's Casey versus Putrid. Casey molling off dumpster. Casey now has CJ watching her bank, or his bank.
I believe it's her bank.
Is it a her bank? Okay, so it looks like we got Putrid peeking with very low HP. Trying to get that 1 dig off, just get a bit of team damage done. Eco damage. Picks up an AK, unfortunately gets taken down by Casey.
Seems both these teams quite dominate on their T side rather than on their CT.
Looks like it. If you have a look at it, it's been a pretty interesting second half. 2 rounds to CT, then 2 rounds to T. Let's see, will they break it or will it become a 3 rounds to T? Interesting smoke off from Casey into mid. We have a look at where that smoke landed, it's a very nice bathroom smoke. Very, very nice bathroom smoke.
Even smoking off the outside Guardian towards party, that's a really good smoke.
Correct.
Once again, we'll see that boost from Ladon there onto bathroom and one player holding there.
Onto bathroom. Talking about on long side.
On
Towards
A
A
side.
side.
Yeah.
Logic with the AWP, Loverboy underneath. With an M4. Got SM throwing some util. Smoking off. That's a bit of an interesting smoke. I haven't seen somebody use one like that before. It looks like the lineup was a bit incorrect. SM getting taken down by the boost falling over. But it looks like it was a fake to get the attention to A. Bravado rushing in, taking B side, getting a pick off on Spybot and Putrid. For the viewers, Bravado had won their knife round. They chose to pick sides first. Banning was, map choosing was done by Ladon. Ladon chose overpass. Lighters getting the kill on Loverboy, winning the round for Bravado. Score is now 9 to Bravado and 11 to Ladon Academy.
So it looks like we're having a pistol buy from Ladon Academy.
Correct. They're keeping the economy pretty even, averaged out to 2.
Loverboy not buying anything. It's suspecting that he might want to buy off the next round.
It's very likely he has been paying with a couple of rounds.
Economy does permit it, even if they lose this round.
Very interesting angle from Lighters here, hiding behind the slide. They're leaving bomb above uppers. We've got one sitting outside monster. We've got 2 pushing up lowers, 2 pushing long. Long is empty from the Ladon side. Let's get a view from Salty Beast.
Bravado seem to be using that to their advantage.
Correct. Did you see where the pick on Spybotica was? I didn't see that. I can see it was from CJ, and CJ is playing Monster, so it's very likely that he peeked Monster then. It's very interesting to see that Star walked straight past Salty on the other side of bathrooms.
They actually got him on short, on B short.
Oh, was it on B short?
Yeah, it looks like he was pushing out the wall.
Oh, Salty getting a nice kill on Star. Salty now pushing into water to see if he can get a pick. Casey taking Salty down, Lighters taking Logic down. Looks like they are going to be executing a full B. Let's have a view from top of sights. CJ taking it from Putrid and Loverboy getting the round. Let's have a look at how Ladon's going to play this round. Got a full buy from Salty, Spybotica, Logic, Putrid and Loverboy.
Full buys, 2 kits, not a bad buy, very good buy from them.
Yes. Seems fitting that it's a 2-4 now. Putrid throwing a flash into water. CJ throwing util onto B. Spybotica taking a kill down on CJ from B side. Very early.
Unfortunately getting taken out with the fountain push.
Yeah. Salty B is also very low in HP and SM as well. Putrid with the molly off short to stop the push. Casey with the pick on Spybotica. Smoking off site, hopefully to get the plant. Mollying off water. Casey pushing water. Putrid getting the kill on Casey. SM getting taken out. Star covering Lighters, but unfortunately Putrid just got the kill on
Seeing a push from Loverboy through the monster area.
Correct, as well as Salty
Holding
sitting
the
in
ankles
water.
and Bravado looking like they're rotating towards the
Correct.
baseline.
If only Star dashed, I don't know what to call him or her. knew that there was one monster, one lowers. Would be a quick rotate to get the plant down. Seems that Salty Beast is knowing that it is a rotate. Loverboy nodding his gun so that his crosshair is acknowledging whoever is talking in the background. Bomb is planted. Salty peeking from Guardian.
Salty very low, yeah, but doing quite a bit of damage onto.
Ooh, Star doing a flash on himself. Very interesting rotate from Salty around bathrooms. Star getting the kill. It's now a 1v1 situation. How will he take the defuse? Oh, very good one tap from Star. I don't even know what it's called. Star dash minus, yeah.
It looks like a minus.
Yeah, technically speaking, it's a dash.
Okay, well, we could call him her dash.
We call him her dash the flash. Flash the dash.
From what I see in the chat, it's the Bravado girls and one
Boy
guy.
is bringing this back, yes. So we don't know who the guy is, though. That's the unfortunate part.
If anyone could clarify who the male in the Bravado team is, that would be great.
It'll help us with our he, she, it. Bravado doing a very aggressive push onto Monster, taking out Putrid and Sparbotica. Very quick rotate from Bravado.
We agree there with you, Flace. A very tight game. Both teams playing exceptionally well.
Correct. It's a lot of teamwork. See, I wonder, Tenchu. Oh, that was a very nice nade from Stardash.
And that Molly also.
It's a very good molly to prevent the rotate. That push. Salty piece getting taken out by SM. A good trade there.
CJ trying to spam through the water. With,
Lightus taking both Loverboy and AC Logic out. I think it's just Logic, not AC Logic. Sorry, Logic. Toit like a Toiga Filthy, that would be correct. It's a very close game. Bravado doing a very, very good T side.
Wait, Toiga.
And it's a pleasure, Flace. I hope I clarified some stuff. The maps so that everybody knows. I can see there's a few more viewers now. It is an overpass. Do you remember the maps, Tiaan? I do know that the last map is Inferno.
Is Inferno? I think next time we should jot them down somewhere.
Yeah, I
just so
think
we
so
have them.
too. Oh, you called it. It was a Mirage.
Oh yes, the second map was a Mirage and then the third was an Inferno.
Correct.
I'm looking forward to the Mirage. It's always a very interesting map to see
Yeah.
the upper tier teams play.
CJ getting stuck and getting shot from Sparbotica through the lowest door.
You must have heard the door there, Nick. And then just, taking the risk to just spam that. Bravado trying to initiate onto the A side, but unfortunately, Ladon taking them out.
Very nice
Very good.
kill from Stardash onto Salty.
Stardash.
Well, I would say that it was from the team tag, but Lighters has a heart at the end, so I'm not 100% sure.
I think the ones
Lighters
with
is
the
a
stars
guy.
are all the old Finesse players, and Lighters is the stand-in for the male.
That's
It
very,
could
very
be.
likely. Hit with a different tag. Very good kill from Putrid. Getting the defuse.
Very good play from Dash though, taking that side and getting the bomb onto
Correct. Getting a little bit of money for them.
Very beautiful knife that Logic has.
Flay says, doing a bit of a wager here in chat, $50 if Bravado takes this map. It's 2-0 for Bravado.
Bravado looking like they're taking the full B. Already being on site as well, it's really quick. CJ taking out 2 players, and unfortunately being taken out by Ladon. Logic, 4 kills. Unfortunately, Lighter's not being able to take on the 2 as Logic defends Loverboy for that bomb plant. Very interesting play from Bravado here, playing 3 players towards long, might head short, 4 players actually, and 1 towards B. B player rotating over, going lowers very slowly. Again, we see Ladon with that boost, but they fell off with the boost. Alright, one watching the long play, one watching from Optimus. So Nick, the one we've been calling Dash is actually Sent. Thank you KP for clarifying that for us. Bravado taking that A side really efficiently, holding it off really efficiently.
God, thank you very much KP for that. Apologies, I had to step away for a second. Thank you for continuing. Oh, Logic, very smart play there. Fortunately, not enough time to go for the defuse. KC taking him down when he's trying to do a save.
Unfortunately, all the Bravado players get taken out with the bomb as well. Not very good for their economy, but what could they do? They couldn't get away there. Very tight game, 13 all. Interesting, if you look at the flashes and the util damage, we're seeing 35 flashes from lighters, which is quite a lot.
Yeah, it's a hell of a lot.
Flashes. And 20 from Salty. Very well played with the flash.
Logic with the most utility damage though. And Spybodica with the average damage per round.
Also noticing the KDAs, which is very similar across both teams. Some very beautiful headshot ratios there. KC sitting on 61 and Spybotter sitting on 68.
What I do find quite interesting is Salty's got a 0% headshot percentage. Out of the 8 kills, none of them have been a headshot. Very interesting.
Looking at the assists as well, Salty is doing well with getting the assists, putting down a lot of damage. SM securing another kill onto Logic.
Correct, Putrid doing the rotate. Spybotica following. Salty sitting behind vents. Loverboy sitting bank, trying to get a couple of shots off.
Casey getting the bomb down for the T side. Unfortunately, we'll see all the cities here clumped up in our area. Not a very good area to be with those 8. Future taking out Send on the Optimus there.
Terrorists win.
And unfortunately being taken out by CJ.
So, Mr.
Bravado
Tenchu,
did.
what do you think? Do you think it's going to go into an overtime, or do you think it's going to...
I hope it goes into an overtime.
I think it'll be a very interesting play to see how they handle the overtime if it does get there.
I'm still gonna call it BFB. If you want to pronounce your whole name on stream, BFB to me. But judging from this, I really hope it's an overtime. That would be really interesting to see an overtime. But I also am opting for the third map.
It will be quite interesting.
Always makes it fun to see the teams battle hard. You see the exhaustion in the players. Their playing skills either get better or sometimes a little bit degraded, but they all still push for that, that ultimate win.
Ooh, Loverboy
getting
taking
a
it.
very good kill onto Sente.
Ah, Mr. Tenchu, you can welcome Charlie to Toy to the chat, to the stream. Thank you for joining to support your man.
Lovely ladies always supporting their gamer boyfriends. So what do you think from this, Nick? Do you think we will see it go into an overtime, or do you think one of the teams are going to secure this?
It's very hard to say, to be honest. I'm hoping for an overtime as well, but I think the pressure's on, so it's all dependent on how the teams play. Looks like we're
CJ
starting to
playing-
see a very slow play from the Bravado side.
But CJ playing that lurking position really well, getting attention there from the B side. I'm looking at the overview of the map and she's really grabbing that attention. She's kept 3 players on the B side and some to rotate. Ah, they're falling back to A now. I must say, over this whole game, Casey's playing really well with the lurking position.
That's very true. We also see a lot of
CJ as well.
it's a very ballsy move with the buy from the Bravado side, because if in the unfortunate event that they don't get this round, their last round of the map is going to be very stricken for the economy. 5v4 situation.
But very similar onto the Ladon side. Only Loverboy having quite a bit of money. The rest all being very low.
Future taking down Dash. Very low HP.
Ladon getting a really good shot.
2v1 situation, and Bravado takes the round. Very good.
Predicaments for this last round.
I must apologize. What you eating? Who's eating?
Yeah, I don't think anyone's eating, Filthy.
I'm quite hungry, so if anybody is eating, sharing is caring.
I do agree with Nick on that. I would not say no to, some free grub. Nobody says no to free grub. And we see CJ with that very, very low position towards Monster again. She plays that really well and so holds it really well and grabs that attention.
Correct. But I do also see that CJ is making a lot of noise here. Keeping only 2 players though.
Another way playing
By
that
Barico,
with a very
getting the shot
strong
off, getting some tag. Ooh, CJ sitting with 16 HP. Flashing into water.
And I think all the players are feeling the pressure right now, Nick. Bravado for the win and Ladon for that overtime play. They are feeling it. It's not an easy thing to be in this predicament.
Absolutely right. Looks like it's going to be a long push with bomb.
Logic
Mid
getting
sitting
the info
Guardian.
there.
CJ waiting for the lows rotate. Very
The flash
tight,
and the
very
molly,
clean
very
angle.
beautiful there on the long.
Logic taking down Casey. CJ getting a tag on Logic. Looks very likely to go into overtime. Ooh, CJ getting a very nice shot off on Spybodica. Got one
Another
person
boy
coming
pushing
from
up.
behind them. In bathroom is taken down by Putrid. Loverboy taking SM down. And it looks
we'll
like we are
see
going
the
to go into
overtime.
overtime.
Bomb has been defused. Counter-terrorists win.
So from the audience, what is your predicaments? Who wants to see what from this game in the end after this overtime? What is your thoughts on what the scores would end up in?
If I'm honest and I'm going to give my 2 cents, I think it's going to be a 18-17 after the first half of overtime in favor of Bravado.
I do think in the end that Bravado will take this map. They are very powerful on this map. Let's just hope that they keep their rolling on. They've been doing really well in this game. They've been doing well the last rounds. Maybe they'll hold off the end game, yeah.
Well, you see, that's why I think it'll be a 18-15 first half to Bravado, possibly even a 17-16, because the Bravado's T side is very strong. They've brought it back.
We've noticed that Ladon also did really well on their T side, and I think that's what might bring them back. But hopefully, the stronger team on this map wins, so we can head to the Mirage.
Yep, it looks like we're having a very expensive buy from Ladon. Got an AWP. Logic leaving himself with very little money for the second round of the first half of overtime.
Nick, on a scale of 1 to 10, how much do you wish you had a coffee machine next to your computer right now?
I am very much missing coffee, and fortunately my missus is not feeling well, so I can't hack her for coffee.
Mine's a bit far away, so I can't hack her either.
Yeah. Hacker or hacker?
Hack. By hack I mean bother annoy her.
I think
Tell
that's
her I love her till she makes me coffee, you know,
that's
the normal.
yeah,
Normal.
that's hacking, not hacking.
Either way, it's the same thing to me. The Afrikaans in me sometimes does come out. I do apologize.
No, it's all good.
Salty putting in chat raak rustig and then correcting it by saying wrong chat XD.
It's quite a long pause. Now coming to an end, and we are going to begin with the first half of overtime.
Nick, do you know who's the IGLs on either of these teams?
Unfortunately, I don't. Maybe KP will be able to give some information. Seems to know quite a bit about the Bravado side.
Or Mr. Toothy.
Yeah,
He's also in the chat. They know these players quite well.
That is correct.
Unfortunately, we don't.
very interesting flash from Loverboy Murphy. Looks like we got quite a spread out Bravado from T side. Very anxious plays from Ladon if you look at their map movement. Very hesitant to sit still.
Very hesitant to rotate to the side once they see some action on it.
Correct. Salty B is holding a very tight angle from long. Star dash.
Interesting boost here from Bravado towards that toxic.
It is. Looks like Putrid saw them.
Seeing it. Very well played by Putrid, seeing that before they could pick him off there.
Casey with the very slow push up lowers. Logic getting a kill on dash. Casey running for bomb.
To all the new viewers, we have just entered the first round of overtime for the Bravado vs Ladon AC game.
Oh, looks like Sparbarika's talking in game. Fortunately, that's muted.
He called onto the B.
Okay.
I luckily have the in-game comms on as we can't have it on the stream. Very good talk from Spybot.
Very good push onto short from Sparbarika, taking down two players. Unfortunately, SM getting the kill on him from Monster. They're running out of time. Bomb is down water. Salty B is getting the kill on Lighters, and Putrid getting the kill on SM. First
Not
round
the
of...
way we predicted it.
Not at all. First round of overtime going in favor of Ladon.
Very well played by Ladon on that. Very good comms and very good initiations onto their picks.
Correct. We've got full buys, full util from Ladon, and a full AK buy from Bravado. Oh, some very nice bunny hubs from Salty Beast going towards long, getting them a little bit of an advantage in terms of space and time. Looks like Salty is RGL of Legion, AC, if Patchy is not mistaken.
Thank you for that information, Patchy. We really aren't sure, so anything helps us at this moment. That could also be why Salty said stuck in the chat, telling the team to just calm down, keep their nerves in check. It is a nervous game, it is a nervous area to play.
It's very likely. It's a very hard push from Bravado onto B. Salty with the kill on KC. Nade and Molly onto short. SM getting putrid off of sight. It is now a 4v2 situation. Logic rotating to heaven. Fortunately, he is smoked off. Flashing out into sight.
What I do see from Ladon though, they played that very passive. They didn't overcommit. The players that are left are kind of just holding. They're hoping to pick off the players and get onto that side.
That's very, very true. SM taking Salty. Lightest
nice
taking a
edge.
very big chance to peek heaven. Peek the AWP with the AK, but gets the kill. According to this, Salty is the agile of Ladon. AC, yes, thank you, Patchy. And Toothy is verifying your statement, if I can call it that, but he's not sure about Bravado. Filthy making the comment that Lighters would probably be the IGL because he is the coach. In some instances, it's okay, there we go. Yes, CJ is IGL according to Megan Markvicker.
Thank you for that.
Sorry if I pronounced your surname incorrectly there. SM dropping the bomb towards the B side and then rotating through T-spawn up towards. Is he going to go playground or lows? Looks like he's going lows. KC and SM pushing lows together.
Interesting to drop the bomb there.
Correct. Stardash pushing long. Salty and Logic rotating off. Sparbodiga getting a kill on Lighters on B short. CJ grabbing bomb, running back towards T-spawn. KC and SM pushing mid. Dash
Putting
sitting
down a
along.
nice smoke onto B. Faking that B once again, keeping two players' attention there.
Correct. Logic getting the kill on long. SM pushing up mid, getting taken out by Logic from mid side. KC getting the kill. Salty getting the trade. CJ alone in bathrooms. Score is 16-16. CJ dropping bomb. Peeking.
In a scenario like this, Nick, I think your probability of getting that bomb down is so little that you opt more for the kills than for the bomb plant.
It's likely. 20 seconds left. See how CJ is going to play this. Economy is quite decent except for KC and Dash. Fight off with Salty. Spy Ladon takes the round. First half completed. It is a 17-16, but the opposite way around. Ladon 17 and Bravado 16. Bravado want to keep this going. They've got to really pull up their socks now. Second half. We've got a full map overview here. We can see where the players are going. Nick at Tiaan Fourie, you are never allowed to stream again. I've been asking for overtime so long and now you get it. Sad face.
It's not our fault, Vivian. Don't blame us.
Vivian commenting, Place calling jealousy. Vivian acknowledging jealousy. Looks like a very fast play from Ladon on Monster B. Bravado doing the boost, dropping off the boost. Salty checking the boost. Trying to stay through the box, see if he can get a kill. Throwing a nade off. Got a very aggressive monster push with bomb in the front lines. KC watching it.
KC in a very good position.
Flash off. Like KC is
that short.
correct. SM getting the kill on Sparbodica. Salty getting the kill on SM. Lighters getting nothing. CJ getting the kill on Salty. Lighters taking down Logic. It is now a 2v1 situation.
Like that, Nick, you wonder if it was a mishap of comms because of the two players watching short, maybe letting that player sneak past and get KC there in that monster area.
Correct.
Under a lot of strain like that, it is very difficult to, you know, call, okay, it is short.
Oh, very nice play from Lighters against Lover on short. Lighters taking the round to make it 17-17.
Once again, I'm looking at the scores of the team and they're very similar. It's very close, very well played. Spybotter and Lighters both quite high up. Putrid and Spybotter actually competing for the first place on their team with points.
Apologies, any of the map is taken away. It was just to get an overview. Oh, Light is almost getting the peak. Light is watching from Guardian.
Very nice pick from Logic onto Lighters there in the bathroom area.
It is, yes.
Meg says she wants the map, please. Vivian also says map, Nikki.
I think they're mentioning it to take it off, but it is off.
Oh, I see on the stream.
There
that
is a
it's
bit of a
still
delay.
Salter getting a very nice pick onto Casey on the B. And you'll see the other Ladon players rotating down through the lows, going onto the short.
Correct, it's a 2v4 situation. Dash going through lowers. Got two Ladon players with very low HP, 13 and 17.
Putrid playing a very strong position for that graffiti.
Correct. Doesn't look like anybody heard Dash coming into water.
Saint, that's what it is.
Got two A's very low. It's now a 1v2 situation. Oh,
And
very
unfortunately, run straight
unfortunate.
into the crosshair of Salty.
Yes, Megs, this is the first map. It's a pleasure. I do apologize for the map being up. It was just a good view for that round. It's 18-17 in favor of Ladon. They're going to be doing a full buy.
Sonic, I don't know if you were present when they revealed the genders of the players. Bravado having 3 females and 1 male on the team.
I am, yes.
So the one we call Dash is actually Saint. Just with the dash at the name. And we'll see here Salty was playing towards monster, looking for the info of them pushing towards that monster area.
Correct, using a little
Not
bit of
finding
util and then
anything.
rotating back to join his team. Patch, you are correct. Lighters is putting in a lot of work for the Bravado team. Let's have a look at the scoreboard here.
Do agree with
Lighters,
Patchy, they're very well
KC,
played
SM
from
and Dash
Lighters.
doing very well. CJ with the lurking, so not really getting much kills, but is pulling away with the team.
CJ definitely grabbing that attention towards the B side on there.
Great, it's all about
B-side
setting
and
it up
that-
for the execution.
And a very quick rotate here that we see from
CJ getting the kill on Salty. Logic getting the rotate. Loverboy Murphy watching for the long. Motley coming onto side from
Lighters is flash falling down, not going over the wall as he wanted.
correct. Bomb rotating through bathrooms. Looks like Loverboy Putrid are going to do quite an aggressive B push. Very interesting flash from Putrid. One Heaven watching. Star Dash getting the kill. KC keeping busy, getting the tap. Lighters getting a kill on Spybotica as well. Logic alone with bomb in lowers. Will this become 18-18?
Lighters playing very aggressive towards. Oh, only to get that AK. Very wise choice to save that AK. Those guns do an immense amount of damage if it's a headshot.
Correct. It's a one tap headshot.
Yes. Unlike the M4, which is only 84 damage. And we'll see it as a 70, as an 18-18.
Now we're going into another overtime. It's very interesting to see.
Do you think we'll hit triple overtime?
Well, let's hope so. It's a very interesting game.
I don't think Vivian will be too happy with us.
Nah, she's not jealous anymore because it's going to be a long night for us. But what I can say now is that this will be an interesting overtime. That Ladon will be starting off on the T side. Logic being very polite, typing good half in chat.
I saw that from most of the players during the first overtime as well. They're very friendly towards each other, and I'm sure all of these players have a very good bond with each other.
That is very true.
Even though playing against each other, I'm sure most of them would still go sit and play in matchmaking together and have a good chat.
That's very,
Very
lucky.
good long
CJ
take
getting
from
the kill
CJ.
on Loverboy, dropping bomb outside long. Not sure if they're aware because the bomb did drop a little bit behind the wall because they are pulling back towards site.
See a very good long push here. All but 2 AKs pushing that, but you see the Bravado players have fallen back here. Only one on A. Light is playing in close bathroom position. They're playing towards the short. Here we see SM rotating up to the side as well. And it's actually a fake from Ladon as they go towards the lowers. Casey also close lowers there, seeing the players. And unfortunately getting taken out by Salty.
Looks like it's going to be a full B execute, very quick B execute from Ladon. Quick rotate from Bravado, flashing onto side. Logic going with the plant. Spybotiga getting the kill on SM. Logic getting burnt a little bit, mulling off graffiti. Salty getting the kill on lighters. Spybotiga getting the kill on Star Dash. Salty nading off. CJ deciding to push.
Very interesting, Nick. We have not seen a grenade kill.
That is true. We haven't seen a Kobe.
Terrorists win.
And Ladon securing that round.
That is correct. I'm just going to pause the stream for a couple of seconds. What I am going to do is I'm going to make the overlay banner a bit smaller.
Patchy there with the castergasm.
Correct. I hope that does help everybody for the stream. Do apologize. Hope that gets a little bit better for you guys. Spybotiga pushing mid.
Light is getting a very nice shot onto Spybotiga
That
through
is
the
true.
bathroom with that orb. Ladon looking like they're using their time, playing a bit slower, holding that mid area a bit.
Correct, it is 1918 in favour of Ladon. Second overtime, second round of the first half. Charlie commenting that the team cores are so tight. That is true. Ladon doing a full push onto A. Loverboy doing the plant for long. Casey
Very
getting
nice
the
kill
kill
from
on
Casey there.
Putrid. Salty holding the angle. SM pushing out, getting the kill. Salty getting the trade on both SM and Casey.
But brought down very low.
Correct, got
Saint
9
has
HP.
Saint still has a very good chance here if he can pick off Salty.
Ooh, picks off Logic, but Salty takes the round. Very, very good play.
Yeah, unfortunately in a situation like that, you either have to take the one or the other unless the one doesn't peak with the other, which unfortunately did happen, yeah.
Salty P is going towards B. It looks like he's going to do a little bit of util. Just on the fly smoke off. Looks like Ladon are going to do a full fountain push.
Playing a bit slower as they get to the fountain, except for Putrid and Spybotiga, which are going for the entries. Getting one, but not expecting the second one, their lowers. Very good play there from Lighters.
Pickle with the interesting conversation with Craig. I do hope that the positioning is a little bit better. Pleasure Flace. Salty getting taken out by Dash. Sent. Spybotiga getting the trade. It's now a 3v2 situation. Spybotiga very low on HP. Logic with the AWP. Looks like we got KC peeking from Dumpster. And Lighters pushing from behind, taking down Spybotiga, bringing Logic down to 39 HP. SM taking the kill to make it a 2019 first half of second overtime.
This is a very, very, very tight and a very difficult game.
Correct. Let's see how Bravado pulled through the second half of second overtime.
Sorry, I had to mute my mic there. Kicked my toe against my sub.
Well done.
Quite an interesting CT player. 3 towards the A side, only 2 towards the B.
That is interesting, especially for a first half push.
Very
First
aggressive
round.
play from Logic, playing that fountain, not seeing Lighters pass over yet, but holding the angle very well.
What I have noticed most of the T side from Bravado is that they generally leave bomb above lows, sorry, until halfway through the round.
Not a bad play. I've seen teams similar to Astralis and are doing it as well because they don't get the info of where the bomb is. No matter where you push, they cannot gain that info, oh, the bomb's here. And then your late rotate player will grab the bomb for you.
Correct. The only downside of the play like that is if they do get a pick and they decide to do an aggressive rotate, that they will get the bomb.
Or if CT spots the bomb, then they know bomb's down, you can't push aside, you have to go back for that bomb.
That is correct, yes. So it looks like we've got a 4v3 situation, 5v3 situation. Sent with very low HP, sitting at 56.
Still a very manageable HP level. They have very good util as well.
Correct. Putrid
Nice
smoke.
molly onto side.
Correct. Putrid's flashed off on B for the rotate. It did cause a rotate from Salty Beast whilst Bravado take a site. Very well played from CJ to pull the rotate. We've got one in bank, one coming up towards dumpster.
And Putrid also moving up. Now see Casey actually getting hit down to 30.
Correct, Casey getting the
taking
kill on
Putrid
Putrid. Salty getting shot at from SM on long. And the last one being Loverboy waiting. He knows that they're going to push to get the kill. And Sent gets the trade.
At least one kill onto the Ladon side they're taking out. Didn't see who they took out. They took out one of the players. Sometimes it slips you. Very high scores here. Seeing some players sitting on 38. Very high assist here as well. Seeing Salty sit on 12.
Correct. CJ going towards B for the usual lurking slash pulling information. Throwing a flash towards both Monster and towards Short. Looks like we've got 3 players on B for this round.
Very interesting thing that we do notice here, Nick, is the amount of enemies flashed that the players have, especially on lighters. And I did mention this earlier, I'm mentioning it again now. He's sitting on
53, so it's a very, very high amount of enemies flashed, followed by Casey with 44. And I'm assuming that that Casey amount of flashes is generally from the fakes or the lurking positioning on B.
CJ played more of the lurking positions. Casey played more the lowers when they were on the T
Oh,
side.
you're absolutely right, yes.
But very high flash rates there from them. A bit lower on Ladon side, but much more util damage on the Ladon side.
Yes, very interesting util usage from Lighters, very aggressive peak on bathrooms. Logic holding the Optimus. Lighters getting the kill. We've got Loverboy trying to get the trade, just tagging. We've got one pushing, and unfortunately Lighters didn't see Salty jump through the smoke.
It is a 3-on-3, and it looks like they will be taking on the B.
Correct.
2 versus 3 now.
Oh, very good
taking
spray
down
control
both
from
of them.
Casey. Very, very good spray control.
Mollying
Loverboy Murphy.
off Loverboy. A very interesting play from the Bravado team. Very well played.
Correct. Casey checking all the angles. Loverboy slowly pushing Graffiti. Checking the X-ray. Beacon getting the kill on Casey.
Sent
Thank you,
opting for the AK and not for the AWP.
Correct.
Playing a very passive angle. You're waiting for that defuse. He knows.
He's got
that
the molly
Loverboy
for the
has to go
defuse.
for it.
That is correct. Loverboy doesn't have smoke.
He did do the fake. Sent trying to back him out there.
And he does pull the
unfortunately
molly.
He won't get it.
Very well played from Sent.
Definitely worth that death. And we see some surfing there from Loverboy into that corner.
Correct.
Seeing some suspense there.
But it was a very good sacrifice just to make sure that the round was taken, putting Bravado in the lead 21-20.
A very
Will this
close
be
game.
the end of overtime? Being the
Or
last
shall we
round of overtime?
Or will we see triple overtime?
It's very interesting to see how this will be played out. Looks like
I
Loverboy
think-
Murphy, unsure what his buy is, still sitting with the Deagle, $3,000. Decides for the M4. We've got 4 AKs and an AWP on Bravado.
And playing 3 towards A again, 2 on the B side.
Oh,
Not
it's
always a bad idea.
correct, it's changing up a bit here. Oh, CJ getting the pick on Putrid. Bomb still sitting by T-spawn, as mentioned earlier. A little bit of util from both teams towards B.
Almost looks as if it is more just to try and get the Ladon players over to rotate.
Correct, it is a 5v4 situation in favor of Bravado. Salty with the rotate, very slow rotate.
Moving back onto A. Very unsure yet what is going to happen here. Bravado has very good control over the map here. They could go either to A or to B. It's their call at the moment.
Correct, and this rated is a 2-2. 2 CT watching. Oh, an unfortunate fail of Lights' Molly. Logic sitting in bank, mollying off by Casey. Logic getting
Nice
the
kill
trade.
from Logic with that UMP.
SM slowly pushing out towards Monster, forcing the rotate. As the rotate starts, Barbara gets a goal on CJ, SM gets the trade. It's very important to get these trades because if you don't trade your teammates, you start getting reduced in numbers. It's a 2v3
And-
situation. Sen sitting short, peeking out.
SM playing from the position on side.
Getting tagged. 3v2. Okay, SM taking down Loverboy. Logic getting the trade on SM.
Saint very low.
Very low, getting the kill.
Opting for the rotate too short. Logic
He
not
knows it's a
sticking.
he knows it's a fake. Very
If
very smart play.
If Logic stuck that, he would have had.
Correct.
Very good play from Logic.
Very good
there.
time. Unfortunately, the timing was just off, and Ladon get the
He has it.
defuse.
No, yeah. Well done.
I was referring to Sense timing.
Yeah, yeah. It was a couple of seconds, and we see a giraffe there in the chat.
Yeah, it's third time around. Now we'll be going into a third overtime.
These players must be exhausted. I know I'm just exhausted from watching this. I don't even want to know how exhausted they are at the moment.
Yeah, the amount of stress and pressure from a game like this. Spybodiga sitting on 40 kills, followed by both Logic and Putrid with 34. Full buy from their side. We've got an AWP, we've got 2 M4s, M4A1S, and a APG. Got an AWP on the T side with 4 AKs. It's a very interesting boost from Logic. Very, very interesting boost.
Again, we see CJ playing towards that B area. It's a really good play there from Bravado's side. She really grabs the attention and she's really looking for, you know, the information, and that really helps their team out.
That is correct. So it looks like we've got a few new viewers. Welcome to the stream, Nash.
Nash
those of you
calling
that
Nick
haven't-
a sexy mofo.
That is true.
Nick having some fanboys here.
Yeah. I wouldn't make the statement true, but I'm saying that Nash making the statement is true. Beauty is in the eyes of the beholder. Let's put it that way.
Everyone is beautiful in their own way.
Yeah, I'm getting a bit chubby. But anyways, off of me, back onto the game. For the new viewers, ooh, that's a very nice shot from Sent onto Salty. But for the viewers, this is still the first map.
We are in triple overtime.
Correct. Logic getting a nice kill on Sent on long. For those who don't know, Bravado won the knife round. They opted for sides first. Banning took place. Ladon picked overpass. Then Mirage by Bravado. And Inferno by Ladon.
CJ actually getting them to rotate off.
Correct. Spybodiga getting a kill on CJ. It
And a very
allows
good A
Bravado to
initiate.
get a sight.
And we've seen this very often from the Bravado side. They like putting CJ there towards the monster and B area to grab this attention.
Correct, they've been doing their fakes quite well. It's very ooh, that was a beautiful flick from Logic. Nice trade from KC, unfortunately taken down Loverboy. From Optimus side, a full
1 versus
rotate,
3.
a very aggressive
And
rotate.
Loverboy
And
looking
SM
for
taking
that.
down Loverboy. Spybotica watching mid.
And Spybotica
Taking the kill,
name, yeah, taking the round for them.
making it 21 all. Megan with an
21
interesting comment in chat there.
21-22 now.
21-22, sorry, that hadn't changed on my side yet.
Yes, it takes some while. Glad to see the viewers so active in the chat. It makes us feel a lot better having you guys so active.
That is true. Salty Beast holding a tight angle from long. Scent holding a tight angle on Monster with the AWP. Bomb still sitting at T-spawn. Casey pushing up. Lowers with SM.
Nick, I can't help but wonder what is going through these players' heads.
Welcome to the stream, KP. I know it's very late, but welcome. Apologies on not welcoming you. Welcome Megs, welcome Craig, welcome Patchy, welcome Charlie. Queen, let's be friends. Who's Queen? Still a 5v5 situation. CJ sitting with 79 HP. Very interesting. CJ picking up the bomb. Going playground. Inspecting the beautiful marble fade karambit.
Something Nick would kill someone for, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's a beautiful knife. It really is.
I've seen some very pretty knives on this game.
Carla stating that the game is giving her anxiety. Zaradius, hello everyone, welcome to the chat. It is a very close game. This is the third overtime.
And I'm wondering if it's going to go into quad overtime.
Yeah, it's very likely at this rate. We do see a very good execute onto A Bravado. Still a 5v4 situation in favor of Bravado. KC 63, CJ 79 HP.
These players are playing their hearts out. They are giving their absolute best. They are giving their everything. You see the spot on util usage, the spot on angles, the way
Correct.
they push.
Absolutely correct. I can only assume that the communication amongst the teams themselves is phenomenal.
Light is getting
Oh, very
three
good shot.
phenomenal headshots
Very,
there
very,
onto the-
very well
the
played
stage
from the
push.
Bravado side. Taking the site, holding the site after the plant, getting the kills. Really does make a difference.
This is a very interesting game. I've watched a couple of the Charity Cup games, but this one is by far one of the closest and one of the most extreme games. And there in the chat you can see Nicolas saying hi. Hi
Yeah,
Nick.
looks like I'm gonna have to chat on my phone here. Don't want to alt tab out of the stream.
I try and keep the people entertained as much as possible, but more replying in the game.
Correct.
Very slow player Bravado to the sides,
Great,
taking their
interesting.
time.
Interesting util usage from Ladon side.
And the one thing I've noticed from Bravado is they do use their time efficiently. I mean, you've got a minute and a half to get onto that site, and they don't just rush it and use, you know, just 20 seconds of the round. They take their time. They scout out where the enemies is. They play for the information. And I think that makes Ladon a little bit nervous from what I could see with the movements and the rotates.
That is correct. What I have noticed as well with the Bravado side, which you mentioned now, is that their patience when they are executing a site is very, very good. They like to get as much information and map control as possible before they make the decision on the push. In this instance, we can see that it is going to be a B push. Very aggressive. Spybotica getting a dink on CJ. CJ taking the kill. SM taking Putrid. We've got Salty getting CJ.
Very good initiate onto the side. You did see Light towards the main side, securing a kill that side and keeping some of the players so that they only rotate very late onto the side.
Bomb
Saint,
is
unfortunately,
down.
missing the shot.
Correct. Very low HP on both team side. SM with 6 HP, Sent getting tagged with 31 HP.
And you'd expect the call to come here from the IGL to just play passive,
Correct.
hold your angles.
We get Dash getting taken out. Oh, beautiful
And
one
Lighters
tap
with a
from
beautiful
Lighters. You can see here Flay's talking about how the game's going to be continuing on
Legs
this
taken.
map at 7 AM. KP, do I know you? Megan's been having PC issues. Had to send it back to Eve Tech. KP, rip. York, and this map end, please. I couldn't agree with you more. At
Yeah,
least
Megs, we also really wish. I really want to go get a cup of, you know, either tea or coffee or just water at this point.
I'd love a cup of coffee as well.
I really think I'm going to invest in a percolator to put next to my computer and just, you know, whip out the old coffee beans and make coffee right next to my table.
That's true. That's a very aggressive push from Bravado on the CT side, putting 3 on a very aggressive angles on B. No one's sitting on heaven for the quick rotate. Got the bomb and a slow Ladon push towards mid.
Here we see 2 players pushing along. Very interesting. CJ holding a close angle. Lighters holding with the AWP from a distance.
You hear that toilet flush from Spy. Had a quick bathroom break. Standing there for quite a while. Gets a pick on Lighters. It's an A pick. Looks like it's going to be a full A execute.
Nick, unfortunately, your message came through just as you got back. Very good A initiate here from Ladon. Holding the side very well.
Very well played from SM. Taking down Putrid. It's a 1v3 situation. SM with 2 HP. Is he going to clutch this? He's bouncing on Optimus to get information.
And unfortunately will be taken down by
Lovely.
Lovely, lover boy, lovely. Call him lovely. Shorten the names a bit. I'm running out of breath here. This game is so close and it is so on the rockers. In this regard, do you think we will see the next overtime or do you think it will end here? I believe whoever wins this round takes the map. Or am I wrong? Very interesting player. I know Nick would be spectating different from what I am, but you see Bravado holding that A side quite tightly and Ladon just standing outside of that, pushing through bathroom. Unfortunately, Zolta gets taken out by Lighters with that AWP. Spybotter with a beautiful shot and CJ with a beautiful reshot on that, taking down both Spybotter and Putrid. Toothy also gets my vote, KP, don't worry, he is a great caster. I do believe that Ladon will be trying to take the A side. They don't look like they're falling back. They only have 23 seconds remaining in this round, and Bravado is holding very close, very tight. Unfortunately, Saint being taken out by Logic there, but SM pushing onto it. And Logic opting out for the save, not going for the side take. Keeping that gun, keeping the AWP safe. Bravado actually hunting him, trying to get that AWP away from him. Trying to get it out of his hands. Unfortunately, they cannot do that. Logic will secure the AWP for the next round. match point here. Bravado take this round, they will win the first map. If Ladon do secure the round, we will go to quad overtime. And it has been a hectic game. These players are sweating. I guarantee you they're sitting there. They are frustrated. They are tired. It is difficult. Very good plays that we see there from the Bravado, holding out, getting them down to 4 versus 1. And I think Bravado, safe to say, they will secure map 1, heading to the second map, which is Mirage. Very well played from all the players. Beautiful headshots, beautiful util. SM in the chat saying, okay, please give break. I believe we will be taking a short break from this now so that everybody can just rest up their eyes and their bodies. It has been a hectic first game. Stay tuned for the second game as it will be just as entertaining as the first.
Well done to Bravado taking the first map. Oh, it looks like I've spawned in. Don't know what I've done, but it looks like I've broken the stream. Ah, there we go. Okay, so those that are spectating, you will notice that as promised, I have fixed the stream for the second game going further to make it fill up the whole screen. I hope this makes everybody happy. I'm gonna go make some coffee quickly whilst we wait for the second map to start. Okay. Got some coffee, fixed the stream. Everybody is happy now with the banner position and that it fits the screen, so on and so forth. No black bars on the sides. Bravado taking the first map after 3 overtimes. Very intense gameplay, very entertaining gameplay. So far we have been on stream for 2 hours and 5 minutes, so it's been quite interesting. Just waiting for the teams to ready up so we can begin the knife round so we can see which sides will be playing. Interesting that we're on Dust. I thought the next map was going to be Mirage, but it looks like it's going to be a Dust 2, actually not a Mirage.
Oddly, I thought it was a Mirage. Maybe.
No, you were right. You were right. You predicted the Dust 2. It was a ban on Mirage, not a call on Mirage.
Oh, yeah.
So
And then the fake ban onto the nuke.
correct. So it looks like we got a knife round happening on long.
Very interesting, these knife rounds long. You see.
Correct. It looks like we
you
got a bit of
see
unfortunate
Bravado take-
player. CJ sitting in spawn. It's a 4v5 knife round. Lighters and the rest of the team trying to pull them back into long.
I think maybe she readied up here a bit too early, and that has
It's possible, yes.
caused her to be away now while they're doing the knife round. It's interesting. I thought they would maybe call out a pause for this.
Unfortunately, SM getting taken.
And CJ back.
Yep, CJ is
Just
returned.
taking our lover boy.
And Ladon taking the knife round. The real question is, will they ask to redo the knife round or will it be stayed? Okay. Salty for Ladon picking to start CT.
Very strong game. Very rare that the CT really loses, but we shall see how strong the T side is.
I think we need to have a discussion with Bravado on how to knife long.
Our strats
Not
are
in a-
quite interesting.
Not
Yeah,
in a
our strats-
disrespectful way, but we found some nice tweaks that seem to work. Looks like we got Putrid and Spybotica playing a site. Got 2 flashes from Bravado. We got a very aggressive push out long from Bravado. Very well played from Spybotica, playing the long game, getting taken out by Scent.
Dash Saint. Suppose we can call him whichever. Very good
That's right.
flash into the CT there.
Correct, it's a rotate from Loverboy Murphy onto short. Just gonna, molly first round, gonna molly off sight, prevent the plant.
Unfortunately missing. where
Correct,
the bomb
very
planter
nice
was.
shot on Loverboy onto Goose, taking down Scent. CJ
Good
getting
shot
taken
from
down.
Logic.
It's a 3v2 situation.
Mason playing that long game very well.
Casey getting a very nice turn and tap on Loverboy. Loverboy sitting with 9 HP, Casey playing for time. Looks like Logic pushing out, getting taken down by Casey. Very
SM
nice
playing
tap.
the long game very smart.
Correct, keeping it
it.
very quiet there. SM taking
And
the round for
securing the
Bravado.
round for Bravado. Well done. SM is actually Salty Monkey.
Oh, is SM actually Salty Monkey? Okay, well
Yes,
we see
as far as I remember.
we see from the viewers here that they are warm in bed and can now watch until 4 AM. Time now is 10:34 PM.
I have also gotten myself a very comfy blanket, and I am now very comfortable with my blanket.
Correct. Very aggressive push towards B and A. Bomb going towards long. Looks like it's a full Mac 10 by Scent taking the AK. Very passive
You
play.
see 2 upgraded pistols and a Zeus. Funny enough. Salty.
Correct, we've got Putrid and Spybotica both playing passive on A, but unfortunately getting taken down by the SMGs when against the pistols. We've
Very
got
curious
Casey
to
sitting
know-
in mid to stop the rotate.
Very curious to know why the Zeus, the opt to the Zeus, may be a misbuy on.
I seem to do it sometimes as well with the misbuy. It's kind of interesting. It's a very very good,
If
strong
if you buy
start
it,
for Bravado.
If you buy it, you need to use it.
Using well, you see in these types of games, it's
No, not
some people
really.
see it as toxic. You see Casey had one there by mistake and threw it away, or picked it up from the kill. it's just interesting to see that some people in the community find getting Zeused or buying a Zeus and using it is seen as salty and or toxic.
But they
Other
feel
people
the
not so
same
much.
about the noob cannon.
The
where
noob
as
cannon,
to-
the P90. A lot of people have speculation against guns, the COD gun, for example, as well, the AUG or the CSG 360.
But you don't see that in these big games. I've never seen players in these big games get salty about what they
No,
use.
of course. I mean, they kind of have to get past that. If you're going
It's
to
in
be
the
playing with the
game.
big boys, you got to kind of fit in.
Yeah, it's in the game. You have to use it. If it gets used against you, it's just unlucky. Very
Correct.
good take on B here from Bravado.
It is a very good take, putting Loverboy down. Unfortunately, CJ was the expense of the side take. Some good util usage. Unfortunately, missed the molly onto window. SM planting the bomb. Lighters covering SM on that, which is a very good team play. Looks
They
like
had a
we've
very
got
good
them boosting
crosshold
over
there
smoke.
from Lighters and KC.
Logic and Loverboy Murphy trying to boost over the smoke, getting tagged. Lighters sitting on the sides. SM getting the kill, and it looks like Logic is gonna grab the AK and save the round.
Good choice from Logic, as that is a very big expense, and that would cause them to be able to get the AWP out in the next round.
Correct. Generally speaking, when you buy an AWP, I like to buy up around the AWP.
And with picking up the AK, that could mean that with the current economy of Logic, you could buy that
Ooh, very interesting play
Almost
from SM.
almost
Trying
being
to stop
taken
the
out.
save. Logic held himself quite well there.
And we see the AWP come onto Salty Beast from the CT side and onto Scent.
What will Logic spy though? M4.
Not
Looks
a
like
bad
the-
choice.
Looks like the AWP is going to be mid. Loverboy and Logic playing towards B. Bombs going towards A. Logic mulling up. Loverboy lobbing a molly towards uppers there. Spybodiga
We see
throwing a
Salty
nade
playing-
towards.
Playing very passive here, not actually looking at the short.
Correct. Getting a nice tag on KC through the door. 22 HP. Very risky for KC to spray through door like that. Sent trying to get a pick on mid with the AWP. Sitting on Xbox. Salty Beast with the passive angle again. Salty Beast deciding to go towards watching long.
See two players, Scent and Lighters pushing the short, but just playing it passive, not actually initiating the side, which is also quite a good play.
Correct.
Opting more for the. It looks like they will go to the mid and maybe go fetch the bomb. The bomb, oddly enough, left at car, long side. Very good cross hold from CJ and from Saint there in the middle. Watching both sides very well.
Light is a very interesting push towards middle. Bomb is now down in middle. Light is going to get shot from behind. Not checking around smoke.
Unfortunately,
Logic
Ladon
getting
will
the
take
kill.
this round.
Correct. Well, fortunately for them.
Fortunately for them, unfortunate for Bravado. We are now at a 3-1. It's already off to a good start in a very interesting game.
Correct. For those that are new, Bravado took the first map in the third overtime. Very, very tight game.
Definitely a delay on the stream. That is why I'm staying off the chat, because I don't factor that into the stream and the spectating.
Very interesting to see that Bravado have left the bomb in T-spawn.
They seem to like to do that.
Correct. It is a bit of an interesting play. It kind of cost them the previous round. They left it outside long doors towards car and pushed mid with it. Kind of cost them the round, but we'll see if they adapt to it.
The main problem with that is now, if they get picked off at the B side where the one player, where CJ is playing with the lurk again, then that bomb is difficult to go get if the CTs know that it is not anywhere on the map that they can see.
Correct. Also, if, for example, they do see the cross and the pickup of the bomb, if somebody is watching mid, they'll know that it's going to be either an A or a B.
Salty Monkey went to go fetch that bomb. She's running down the mid now. Very low. Very, very, very
CJ
low.
getting the pick off on B. Logic rotating towards door. Getting smoked. Getting the pick on CJ.
Bravado's very low at the moment. They're going to push out. Your Logic is going to get double. Lines are dropping. No,
Sent getting a
unfortunate.
nice AWP shot on Logic. Headshot. Sent pushing towards side to try and get the bomb down. Getting taken down by Sparbodica. KC bodying off site, getting the kill on Salty Beast. Sparbodica taking KC down to win the round to make it a 3-2.
KC very close with the clutch there. But Spybot and then taking her down.
What I did notice now is that it seems that Bravado are not pushing together anymore. What's your take on that, Tiaan? Do you think they seem to be a bit stressed?
I think they are maybe just analyzing the other team, seeing how they play on which side. That is my main thoughts from this. If you look at towards the B and that how CJ was playing it previously, she was just holding it, waiting, getting the info that side as well. They get the rotates over quick. They found the side with just one person on the side and one towards window. So it is, they aren't playing too bad, but they are splitting up a lot, and that can cost rounds.
Correct. Well, you do see a very aggressive angle on long. Get a good couple picks off in mid being the last person alive.
Interesting from Logic, getting the kill in the mid and not contesting for the next one, but rather rotating back to the B side.
That is correct.
Ooh, and Saint boxed in, yeah.
Terrorists win.
Very good shot from Sparbodica.
And here we'll see a terrorist timeout, probably just grabbing their thoughts and their strategy and what they want to do, how they want to achieve this further, what they need to do to bring this game back into their favor.
Terrorists calling a timeout to reevaluate their life choices.
We see that quite a lot from the terrorist side.
Looks like we're going to see a full buy from the T side. 5 AKs, full util. A lot of smokes, a lot of flashes. See how well they use it to their advantage.
Very damaging to the economy though.
Correct, but we do also see that they are taking bomb with him. Okay, never mind. They throw it there. Outside
Which isn't
long.
a bad spot to leave it, especially when peeking mid, but leaving it in spawn or leaving it outside long somewhere is not a very good choice.
Correct.
Lighter's jump spotting the mid.
Salty Beast mulling off mid doors. Sent deciding to slowly peek and push out long doors. KC losing a lot of health by getting caught in that molly. It looks like it's going to be an A execute. They've taken bomb with them, dropped it on short.
With the flash onto short, they might think, you know, it's a dangerous side to take. We should try and take the middle, the B. But they're setting up for util here. Here we see the one-way, beautiful one-way towards car that they can't see you, you can see them.
That's
As you
a
can
very,
see,
very
Salty
good
Monkey
one.
using it.
Correct, that's a very, very good one-way smoke.
A very well-known smoke now, and some people pre-fire the corner when they do see it. You were correct.
Putrid getting taken out by Lighter, CJ getting taken out by Salty.
Lighter's getting a very good headshot onto the CT player.
Only problem now, which is actually that Ladon had the bomb because they left the bomb down on short. Loverboy Murphy is now pushing and gets the kill, and Lighter's leaving it in a 1v1 situation, whereas it was a 3v2.
Picking up the echo
It's now Sent versus Loverboy, both with 100 HP and 10 seconds remaining. Loverboy has bomb.
He looks at it, knifes a bit in the air. Bit of a taunt there.
And Bravado take the round with 0 seconds on the clock. Very, very, very close game.
Loverboy just had to hide around that corner and stay out of sight. Well played from Bravado taking that, knowing they need to rush that, knowing they need to get that kill and secure the round.
Correct. It was very, very, very calculated, but I do think that they might now think twice about where they decide to leave bomb.
We see a semi-buy from Ladon, only one M4, the rest just upgraded to Deagles.
4
Some have
Deagles
armor,
and an M4A1, yeah.
2 kits. Spybotica could have bought someone the SMG if needed, but
Well, it looks like Logic has 5 grand.
opting for the save just to get the economy high enough. We're only 8 rounds in.
7 to be exact. We're on round 8.
Samuel in the chat saying, let's go
Ents.
Ents. I'm also an Ents fanboy, so I feel you with that, but unfortunately this is not an Ents game. This is Bravado versus Ladon Academy.
Correct. But we all know that Sail is the best MVP song.
I beg to differ, you know, life's not out to get you is a bit better. Although I'm the one that plays with the Ents theme song, but that is me, I'm a fanboy. Very interesting push from Saint on long.
Oh, a little bit more patience and it would have been a direct one tap. Very good teamwork. Unfortunately
not
taking
turning
down. Correct, he was focused on the guy from short. CJ taking bomb towards B because looks like Ladon thought it would have been an A because of the
Unfortunately, Salty is stuck now in the CT and can't really go anywhere with this. Waiting for the push, maybe grabs an AK from someone.
correct.
Could opt for the save, but I think Lighters is waiting for that.
The real question is Salt aware that it's a B and not an A?
Judging from the sound cues and that, I'm pretty sure that he does know.
Well,
I
based
think
on
he's
where
just
his crosshair is and where he's focusing more, it looks like he only realized now that it is a B.
Lighters looks like he wants to drop behind him, but I'm not sure if he does. Unfortunately not securing the kill. That would have been a good kill for them, as he could have maybe gotten an AK.
It looks like Filthy just saw that 0 second win on the round from Bravado, asking why Loverboy didn't just run away.
Filthy, maybe he thought he could secure that kill. We don't know for sure. Seeing some flashes towards long here, I believe it will be a long take.
Correct. It looks like it's a full long push. Very good util usage from the team. 2 watching long.
Casey playing on the low. Quite interesting.
Correct.
CJ with the team.
Lighters taking down Spybotica. Putrid retreating back and smoking it off. Salty smoking it off and flashing it for the team.
Very good smoke that it forces the players towards the left side and it makes it more easier for you to see where they're going to run through, because a player won't just run through the smoke, they're going to try hug that corner.
Correct. Putrid now sitting on site.
Salty sitting in elevator.
Samuel calling these guys are playing 2017 CS. Steven making a comment saying you Novas in your backseat remarks. Filthy coughs in Afrikaans.
Sorry pro gamers,
Solmy. Solmai. I don't know. I made coffee earlier, I still haven't had a sip. I think I need a sip of coffee.
I drank
Ooh,
half my tea.
Casey taking down Loverboy mid. Taking down Salty Beast. Logic missing the orb shot, getting the headshot, but very, very tagged. Looks like he's going to save.
Sorry, I got lagged there for a brief moment. I was sitting.
It was a very good take from SM and Casey to make sure that the orb was not saved. So welcome to all of the new viewers. Just to give you an update, Bravado took the first map in the 3rd overtime on the last round. First map pick was Ladon's map, which was an overpass map. Dust 2 was the Bravado map. The last map, which we are hoping to see, will be an Inferno.
We can definitely see why this is Bravado's pick, as they're doing really well on this map. They're playing it really well, taking their sights, staying as a team now. We did see a bit in the beginning where they wandered a bit, played
Correct.
individual.
And I don't know if you've noticed, but since that mistake on short with the bomb being down, they kind
have
of
not-
don't leave the bomb alone anymore.
There was just a very beautiful shot from Sent onto Spybotter through the middle.
Yeah, unfortunately, I did miss that. We
Very
do see Util being used to take B site, Logic sitting behind the smoke outside the doors.
Very strong position that outside the doors, unless they spray you down.
Correct.
They will most likely re-smoke it.
Exactly as you called it, it happened. SM getting the kill on Salty Beast in mid, tagging Loverboy down to 32 HP, Logic waiting by window. Casey rushing through smoke with CJ getting taken out by Logic and CJ with the trade.
Very good trigger control by Logic. Most people would have just started tapping as soon as CJ walked out there.
Correct. So it's
But
a
he
good,
remained calm.
you're
and
absolutely right. It's good patience to see that he doesn't go for the first kill.
It tells you a lot about a player. Ladon on 3, Bravado 7. This game could still go in any direction. Light is getting the mid pick through here, pushing the mid, smoking it off.
Now, it's a couple of the times that they've had the mid pick. It's very interesting to see that Ladon haven't decided to take a bit more passive approach.
I do see, however, that they do passive themselves on B when they do lose the mid, which is a very good take to do as well. You see one player playing towards the door and window and one towards the tunnel, which is, in my mind, a beautiful play. You see Lighters keeps that mid control. They know that it is an important part of the game.
Correct. Spybotter taking 2 out. It's a
Util
3-4-2.
securing
It was a very good trade on B. Bomb is now down. We've got Lighters coming through mid doors, actually pushing through window. Seeing the enemy on site. We've got a 2v2 situation. And
Unfortunate.
Bravado takes the round.
Very well played from Bravado.
Ooh, we've got a bit of an interesting chat here. Nobody, I only play deathmatch and war games. Aware Pillar from Andre Corneliusen. Welcome to the stream.
Toxic from Megan.
I think that was meant to be an X and not an S.
No, some people do type it
Toxic.
and not toxic. It's just a gamer's way of typing it.
Megan rooting for Bravado. Interesting flash from Lighters. The way these people peek their angles, hold their angles, and their crosshair control when they're going around corners or checking certain angles is phenomenal.
You
Lighters.
can see why they are considered some of the top players in SA. I know not all of the top players are here. Some of the EXO players are brilliant as well.
That is true.
But you can see how dedicated these people are.
That
They
is correct.
mindset to play. They don't miss the opportunity. If they want to, they secure that kill. They're very aware of the game the whole time.
Ooh, we got Andre Corneliusen talking. I'm rooting Bravado as well. Ladon must lose 16-3. Got a bit of rivalry happening in the discussion here. We do see KC getting ready for the lowers rotate.
Bonnet in the chat, we're not sure who she's rooting for, but she's just happy and screaming, let's go.
And you got Megan coming with the yes, your boy Flex. It's very interesting, and it's very good to see that partners support each other in this type of gameplay.
Samuel apologizing to KP there in the chat. Very interesting chat going on. Love to see the community outreaching to each other like that.
Yeah, the interaction between each other is amazing. It really is. A lot of people see the game as toxic. And
in some degrees, yes, in the lower matchmaking brackets it is toxic, but in a sense like this, with scrims, with with proper you know league games, and so GGL games, you see the players being open to each other, never salty with each other. They'll say, "Well played, you played well, good headshot."
What I can tell you is that what your comments were right now probably did not come through because there was a lot of AK shooting happening.
That is all right. People get the gist of it. Interesting smoke there from Ladon's side, smoking off that push.
That was a
from
very
long.
interesting smoke from CJ, smoking off short from long. It's a very interesting smoke.
Yes, and you also see the deep CT smoke there from long, which is also very good smoke to
Correct. We get a we see the trade. Murphy taking out Casey, CJ taking out Murphy, then
Light is almost
Salty
taking out
taking
Salty on
yeah,
short.
Salty taking out Casey. Sparbotica coming through from CT.
We are on a
Salty
3v4 now.
Monkey watching short. Oh, if that was an aid, Salty Beast would have gone down. Mollying on to side from short. But Salty Monkey taking down Salty Beast. It is now a 3v1 situation. They just need to hold passive angles.
Very good nade. Good
Putrid.
pistol shots.
Yes.
Unfortunately, very low.
Oh, that was a close shot. It's AWP versus AWP, and Sense
And
gets
Sense
the
secures
kill.
it.
Bravado
Well
takes the
played
round. It
from
is now
State.
3-10.
Well played from Saint with that switch to his pistol on long. Most people would have opted to keep the AWP and try it for a second shot. Very beautiful AK on CJ. Seeing the also that beautiful knife that she has.
We do see a full eco round from Ladon. Tiaan, just a quick question there. How long have I been quiet for? Because I only realised now my mic was not down.
I don't know, I heard you the whole time.
Did you?
Yeah, we've been interacting.
Oh, that is true. That is true. Blonde moment.
Are you a bit tired, Nick?
I think so.
I think
It
you
looks
need
like
to
there
go-
seems to be. It looks like there seems to be a bit of animosity happening in the discussion here. Say my name too, please. Hello, Liam. Keegan Maring saying, commentators, how does it feel to be watching Sparbotica as he was a previous player for Meta? Bonet saying, tech Liam. Megan saying, you mean cheater? Ooh, a little bit of an interesting conversation. Why did this chat turn so toxic all of a sudden? Samuel asking if Spy is a cheater. Guys, we don't know what players are doing. We just know that this is a very interesting game. We do know that the players that are in these teams are investigated, and it is very unlikely that there is anything happening that is not kosher.
They do get checked before the time by these teams. These teams don't take it lightly. They have big names to uphold. They will do background checks. They will speak to X teams if needed. So I do not believe that there's anything to worry about unfair advantages. So this game, I believe, is 100% fair.
Great. We got a nice kill from Lighters on Sparbotica on long. Knife inspection. Molly from Putrid. Just missing Lighters. We've got a 4v4 situation.
Very interesting chat going on there. Casey seeing Salty there a little bit, unfortunately.
Andre coming with the cheerleader conversation. Let's go, Bravado. Let's go. Filthy coughs in non-toxicity. Quite the toxic people in chat cries in Japanese. Megan with what she said. Meg's cries in Burvos. Starting to bring the humor.
Someone spam the Avo from Bulldog. Hey, you go get that Avo and you spam it. Don't know who you want to spam the Avo for, but spam it.
Correct. Salty winning the round, the last round of first half. Filthy smirks in pure biltong spice.
Andre asking why the camera's stuck in air. I'm pretty sure it will reset to a player pretty soon.
Correct, it was just for a very interesting play that happened on a site where Bravado took the round.
11-4 leading by Bravado. We see now as the second round begins.
Second half.
Second half, second round.
Cent was
half is-
AFK last round, last turn to return. It's a very good play from Ladon, pushing down short and long. It is now a 5v2 situation. Casey with the tap on logic.
Very good shot from Casey. She's watching that side, getting that information. Unfortunately, she will be taken down by Salty as he boosts onto the boxes. We've seen some very interesting plays from Saint. Let's see if he can do the 3v1. Very difficult on a pistol round. Ladon will take the
And
first round.
there, Salty Beast and I have something in common. That beautiful Sail MVP song.
Yes, Nicolas, of course, it's beautiful. Get
Ah,
the ins one.
It is. I'll make
Tell
it
you what,
deal.
I've had a bunch of different ones, but I like the ins one. Very quick A initiate from Landon. Bravado not yet on site, not being able to counter this. Ladon pushing that, keeping it, holding it. Bravado pushing down long again like they did on the T rounds. Salty being unfortunately Salty Monk being taken out by Sparbotica on long. Ladon for the second. They have now gotten this is their 6th round. Both the rounds on the second half have been taken by Ladon. Let's see if they can do a third.
Seems the chat has gone to a little bit more of a calmer chat. I'll clap you with a plucky. Okay, whoa, I thought you were scared of the Hulk, but your Burvos is too strong. There, they spammed the Evo for you, Mr. Tiaan. Brack Pan comment from Jakes. We got a little bit more viewers. Samuel is no, please, none of that. Renee is asking me not to tell them about her Burvos. Andre is Bravado is too good. I've made a comment.
Toothy asking Vivian if she's not in bed already. Toothy, we thought you're also departing to La La Land. Once again, we see Ladon getting onto this A site and them taking it very successfully. That's been the first 3 rounds of the second half and they've taken all of them.
Correct. We see Lighters getting a kill on Loverboy to get the AK. Salty Beast is moving to long.
You see Bravado here saving the 2 AKs, which benefits them quite a bit. Their economy was not too great, it was low. Actually, they saved that round, it wasn't that low, but those 2 AKs benefit them so much for the next rounds. Ladon's economy is a bit low at the moment. Even though they've been getting these plants in these rounds, they still are low. They've been buying up, but they don't get the loss bonus, so they won't get huge amounts of money if they do die.
Correct. We see a very aggressive push towards long. Util getting set up, mollied off. Sparbotica rushing the molly, getting the kill on SM and on CJ, pushing out long. 19 HP, getting the kill on Light is a very strong push. lot of util, a lot of aggressive pushing from Ladon on towards A site. Looks like Bravado can only save this round. I don't think it'll be wise for them to try and do a retake like this 5v4, 5v2, sorry.
They could get possible hunts if Ladon decides to get greedy and hunt it, but I do not think that they will.
So we see Ladon bringing back a very strong T side, making it from an 11-4 at the end of first half to making it a 11-8.
Very beautiful pick from Loverboy on long, getting lighters out as he peeks around.
Okay, so he
CJ
gets
unfortunately.
visibility of Spybotica in uppers. You were mentioning CJ there.
CJ was getting burnt there, but she put it out with a smoke, but gave away a position.
Correct.
Unluckily.
Sent rotating on because Casey got taken off of B site. Spybotica rotating through those. CJ
Ladon
getting
burning.
mollied off. Died in the molly by Logic. SM is waiting on site, hopefully to get a pick.
It looks like Ladon would be heading for the B rather than keeping the A. Bravado down to one player. Salty Monkey unfortunately going down on the A side and Ladon to secure the 4th round.
Correct.
Fifth round, sorry. Vivian rooting for another overtime, yeah. At the rate we are heading, I am pretty sure it will lead to another overtime.
I agree with that.
This time I am prepared. I have a big 2-liter jug of water and I will survive.
See, that's where I'm clever. I can just put Tiaan onto the stream and be AFK for a minute so that I can go get a drink if need be. Vivian asking for another overtime to make sure everyone is late for work in the morning.
Vivian saying apparently we're having a braai. Just give us the address and we'll be
Megan declining, sharing the Bulldog Scent, getting a 1 dig on to Spybotica. Loverboy Murphy with the trade on Scent. They get the site, molling off window. Salty Beast coming through T-spawn. Lighters is coming through lowers. Is he gonna hear? Here's Salty Beast and he gets the pick.
Ladon's been very successful with the takes onto the sides and we've seen it happen now on the A and the B side. So this particular one.
We do see that it is a 3v2 situation.
Scooter taking out two
And
Logic
Logic
taking out the large player.
the last player to win the round. It is now an 11-10. So far, Ladon have won all 6 rounds of the second half. Quentin,
We
to
started
answer
this
your
game
question,
on a 4-11. This second. You were saying, Nick?
oh no, I'm just typing in chat to make it a bit quicker for the spectators.
Because of
Yeah, they asked who won the first map.
yes. I see a lot of conversation about Bulldog and I'm getting really jelly
I'm also
that we
quite
can't
less. I'm also quite
a-
less for this biltong. I must tell you something, Tiaan. When you do come visit this side of the world, I will take you for the best biltong you've ever had in your life.
Nick, I'm gonna have to tell you something as well. I'm not a very big meat eater.
That's fine. You can be a vegetarian or a vegan or a somewhat omnivore. Each to their own.
Pescatarian.
Pescatarian, there we go. But you will eat the biltong and you will love it. I can guarantee that much.
Meg saying she'll bring the cocaine and then fixing it with chops.
Vivian rooting for overtime, overtime, overtime. Need to properly break these new casters in.
The one caster's already made a crucial mistake that he won't be making again.
Correct. But Vivian did make a mistake on the last stream by ending it as the second game finished, not allowing the 2 minutes to finish so that the viewers had those last 2 minutes, those crucial 2 minutes to see what happened. I will make sure to not make that same mistake. We see a Sparbotica pushing down mid. It is a 4v3 situation, pushing through mid. Putrid taking Bravado. Send. Loverboy taking down Casey. Lighters.
Very good initiative.
Lighters getting taken down by Spybot in mid. Bomb being planted on B by Window. From a 4v3 situation to a 3v1. Spy on 7 HP gets taken down by CJ in mid. Is CJ going to go for it, or is CJ going to save? I think CJ is going to save. What do you think?
I believe she will save as well. It would be an unwise decision to go for this. They don't have the economy to do this. Not opting for the AK save, somewhat odd as she's just keeping the M4. Most players would have opted for that AK. Ladon not chasing the kills, very clever from them as it's a 1 versus 2 and they don't want to use this. They do have the economy though.
Correct.
Even if Ladon lose 2 rounds in a row, they will have the economy to bounce back.
At Nick, say my name, Mr. Tunt, DJ Toothy, CJ and Lighters working together to molly off and take down Salty P. Spybotica getting the trade on Lighters. CJ with the aggressive angle holding long, a flash onto long, however it doesn't catch CJ.
CJ unfortunately getting taken down by Putrid.
Correct. A 3v2 situation. Looks like both of the Bravado players are sneaking up behind them on long, and it doesn't look like Ladon is aware.
Very good molly there, it will block them off, it will get Ladon onto site without Bravado being able to take them out on the long. Bravado might opt for the save here with the 1 AK. No, definitely going for it.
Casey with the awesome 1 Degon Spy from
A beautiful tap from
Logic
Sentinel
getting
to
the kill on
Putrid.
Scent. It is now a 1v1 situation. 100 HP on Casey versus Logic. Casey
What a
taking
beautiful
the
shot.
kill on Logic and getting in for the defuse.
Bravado bringing in their first round of the second half.
Let's hope
I
that this
cannot
gets the ball rolling.
For Bravado, yes. I cannot stress how hard these two teams are playing to get the second map. If Ladon hits the second map, we will be going to the third map.
I must say, I don't want to say there's a bit of bias here, but I am personally rooting for Bravado. I know a couple of the Ladon players played with them in comps, casual matchmaking, Billows and so on. They are
Opting
good
for a
people.
pause.
Ladon requesting the pause, but I do hope Bravado takes this scrim.
I think unfortunately due to the round time, the pause will only come in within the next round.
And what about yourself, Tiaan? Who are you rooting for?
I'm not sure anymore. In a sense, Bravado, because if Ladon wins this match, we will end up going to a third map and only off late, which is not a bad thing. Both these teams are playing really well, but yes, I've played with CJ in comps before and Salty Monkey when I played with Serenity and with Bananas, and definitely I am a Bravado fan. They play really well. I've always liked the gameplay. Even the male team back in the day played really well. I don't know if the male team still plays.
I'm sure they do. What I can say though is that it is a very, very interesting game from both sides. It's very interesting to see the way that these teams communicate. I mean, we can't hear the comms, but what I can tell you though is that you can see that they know what is going on. They know their left from right. They know their teamwork. They know their util knowledge. Their crosshair placement is phenomenal. The
And
teamwork,
their
the
trust.
rotates, yes, their trust on each other is absolutely phenomenal.
And that's something you don't see in the very low bracket teams. They don't trust each other. They'll be constantly checking their back, not thinking that other players looking their back.
Correct. I'm not sure what Light has just said in game.
You don't want to know. There
Me-
was a bit of swearing, but not
Message
much,
it,
nothing bad.
message it to me. It will be interesting to know.
I will send it to you on WhatsApp.
Toothy calling in there for half a kilo of lasagna. Light is
Light.
commenting about pre-aim in chat. Salty saying yeah. Looks like it's going to get a bit interesting. We have got a pause and a request to .go from Ladon.
I'm not sure what happened there and why they thought, well, you know, this is the possible a pre-aim and how it worked. I'm not sure what happened, but
Unfortunately, I
upset some
didn't get
players.
visibility on that. We've got Lighters and SM both watching short. We've got CJ watching long.
Light is switching it up for the long.
Correct, because of the AWP. Loverboy is lurking up to uppers towards B side. We've got
Double
Spybot,
B.
Salty. A lot of util on A side. Casey watching that short.
Putrid
Lighters
burning
is
a little
watching
bit.
his side, getting shot from Putrid. Ladon taking A side control. Casey sitting on elevator.
We've seen this time after each other. Ladon is very aggressive with their side takes and they're very quick with it. They don't hold back, they don't doubt themselves.
This is correct. It is a 5v2 situation. Casey taking down Logic. Unfortunately,
Casey in a
getting
very-
trade by Spybot because of the positioning was unfortunate. We've got Scent killing Loverboy from short. Is he going to push this? He takes down Spy on site. Salty Beast with the aggressive angle. Scent noticing where he is. Checking his corners. Trying to get the tap. Unfortunately, Salty takes the kill.
Ladon losing quite a bit of economy from you know, losing players in that round. Yes, they have some money they can buy AKs, but it's gonna bring 2 or 3 of maybe even 4 of their players down quite low for the next round.
We've got a very aggressive long push from Ladon. We've got a lot of util from Bravado. CJ getting the molly on Putrid. Logic getting the trade on SM. They're retreating out along doors. Looks like they're going to go back towards T-spawn. Some util. Sol DBs with the inspection of the Damascus steel falchion knife. Scent is watching uppers with the AWP. KC with the desolate space watching mid. Lighters with the Emperor. CJ holding an aggressive long. It looks like Ladon is a bit unsure of where they want to execute. It's a 4v4 situation. Lighters very low on HP. Logic deciding to push. Gets a nice shot off on Casey. Looks
Very
like
rare
they're
that
doing
you
a B.
get AWP push out first.
That is true. We get
Very
Scent with the
good
kill
shot
on
from
Salty, CJ with the kill on Loverboy, Logic with the kill on Scent, Lighters with the kill on Spy. It is
1
now
versus 1, Logic
versus
extremely
CJ.
low.
Correct. All CJ needs to do is molly off site and the securing of the site would be on point.
Very well dodged on that molly. Didn't step in it. Bashing side, hoping to gain something there.
Oh, there goes the molly.
And
Unfortunately, peeks it. Logic with the ace.
Logic gets the round for them, and then only does CJ get the kill. Well attempted from Bravado there. We are back to 13-13, and this game is just as tight as the previous one. Ladon dominating the second round. I've noticed something, Nick. It seems that this game changed a lot. It used to be a very CT-sided game. CTs would dominate. But after recent changes, even with the pro games, it seems that the T-sides become the dominant side.
Yeah, I do think it's a full long push from Ladon. We're going to put the camera view at the end of long, watching this push from both teams. We can see that there's two CTs rotating from around T-spawn. CJ taking a lot of damage from that molly. The full Ladon team pushing up short, taking the kill on CJ. Lata's hiding in the smoke. Loverboy getting the kill. Salty getting the kill on the rotate. Putrid getting the kill on Casey. It is a 4v1 situation after Saint getting the kill on Salty Beast.
Saint will opt to save this AK.
And that is exactly what he's done. Looks like Spy might be chasing the kill.
As well as Lover, but I'm pretty sure Saint will play this smart and not hide in a very obvious place. Logic going into lowest, which could cut off.
Correct. It does look like Ladon is hunting for the final kill to prevent the save of the AK. Logic getting the kill on Saint.
Unfortunate for Bravado in that save scenario. Saint trying his utter best to save that AK. Their economy is damaged. They can buy, but if they buy now, they won't be able to buy last round, and they're opting for the buy.
We got 5 AKs versus 3 M4s, 1 M4A1S, and an AWP.
I haven't seen many AWPs come out on the T side on this map. More on the CT side, also not in the mid. The AWPs are more playing towards long. And Bravado with a very early rotate.
Very interesting conversation. So far the stream has been going for 2 hours, 57 minutes, 23 minutes. We are averaging of 25 viewers, goes between 20 and 30. SM with the kill on short with a flash from lighters. Bomb is down on Xbox. Logic grabs the bomb. It is a 4v2 situation. All depends on how the players play this together.
I do think Ladon will go for either a mid or a mid push here. I might be wrong. It looks like they're in short.
No, they're going to be pushing back. It all depends on the usage and how the rotates are. It sees that Logic is watching mid. Putrid getting the kill on lighters through mid doors.
And yes, that will secure their B side because they know the mid player is down. They will be 2 on A, they think.
Yeah,
Interesting, they are rotating back. Playing the short game, playing their time. Ladon, very, very calm in this scenario.
Sent holding short from car on long. We see the flash on short, which should in theory cause a rotate. Casey with the rotate, SM with the rotate, Sent the kill on Putrid, and Logic with the kill. Sorry, with the death from Sent on short. Sent winning the round, making it a 14-all.
Very close game. I do believe we're going to go into another overtime, and if not, we will be heading to a third map. That is my predicament from this game. I don't know about you, Nick.
Well, it's either in overtime, or it's in Bravado's favor, or it's in Ladon's favor, which makes it a third map.
I believe it's either in Ladon's or in overtime. Once in the overtime, we can predict further, but Ladon very hard B.
Megan commenting that they told her to reinstall Steam. Filthy saying, please can Bravado win? He has to run exams tomorrow. Vivian saying, what a game this is. SM stopping the plant on Spy. It's a 3v1 situation. Aggressive push out. And SM killing Loverboy, which brings it to 15-14 in favor of Bravado. The real question now is Bravado going to take this from a 15-14 to a 16-14, or is Ladon going to really pull something? Are they going to pull a trick out here and grab the round? Are they going to do a passive and slow and coordinated play, or are they going to do an aggressive push to make sure that they grab the side? We do see a very interesting play from Bravado on the CT side, putting 3 on long with their own unique flashes in return. SM grabbing the mid push.
What we have seen is that Bravado has noticed that Ladon likes rushing and getting that site and grabbing it. And Bravado has now started using util to slow them down to the point where they can't do that. And it's very well held. We'll see two players here on short.
Correct. We see Spy and
watching.
Putrid on short. We see Loverboy Murphy lurking in uppers, watching to see if there's a rotate. Salty is going to push out long doors. He's going to get taken down by CJ, but Logic with the trade on CJ. We know that there's an execute. They've got bomb down on long. This is going to be a very intense last round. SM with the kill on Putrid. It is now a 4v2 situation. 3v2 situation now. SM very low on HP. Two of them are securing bomb. One is watching the short. Watching long/short.
Light is also not on full HP, he's on 66.
Correct.
Both Ladon players full HP, full armor.
And are both coming through long doors. Lighters with a
Beautiful
clever molly. He hears the rush from Spy, pre-fires it. It is now a 3v1 situation. The flash is coming into line. Is he going to peek it, or is he just going to hold the angle? He sees Loverboy. He knows that he's in there. He's calling for backup from his team. Long rotates. Casey is now watching long doors to pull the drawing fire. Gets a dink. It is now
Beautiful
2v1. 9 seconds. Unless Loverboy gets both kills, Bravado
And
wins the
Bravado
game.
takes it.
Very well done to Bravado. 16-14 on map number 2. Unfortunately is no overtime. That
Beautiful
was a very,
play from
very
both
good game.
teams. Both teams did their utter best. Bravado securing it to a 2-0.
And Bravado
Just-
will move on.
Bravado will move on. Just on basically, how can I say, a hair thickness. Ladon had them on their toes the whole time, and they did.
Correct. Vivian asking for overtime. Meg saying please not overtime again. Megan saying yes, says Casey bro. Filthy saying no, Vivian, in capital letters. They are going to be in for a surprise when they see this last round.
And Tenchu is doing the smart thing, not commenting on the
That
stream
is
chat
true.
at all. I hit it, it is gone. Very tempted to go type the overtime, but I will just leave it.